Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a wireframe 3D model based on existing mesh data. So the first thing we're going to do, get started, is to download a 3D model that we can work on that will look cool. So I'm going to go with a Lambo because everyone knows Lambos are cool. Lamborghini 3D models, this one in Sketchfab. Awesome, that looks pretty cool. Let's just have a quick look at the wireframe just to make sure it looks tight. That looks tight. Let's download it. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go with the GLB format because I know that works with Cinema. And on 900 meg connection, that's pretty much an instant download. So here we go. Open that up. Source, we don't need the textures at all because that's not the purposes of this experiment. We're just going to open it in Cinema, if it will ever open in Cinema. What are you doing? Cool. Okay, awesome. So here's our model. You see if we click on the model, the grab handle's over here, which is not ideal, but that's an easy fix. We'll just hit F5 to activate orthographic view even, and we're just going to take our grab handle and stick it over here, and just hit L again, then hit Option 0 on the keyboard. That will center the model, reset all the coordinates. And so there we go, and just click on the perspective view, and we are going to use this. Now if you want to view the actual wireframe in Cinema 4D, NB gives you the wireframe with the actual textures visible, NG gives you a pure wireframe, and NA goes back to the original garage shading. I'm going to be working with NB for now because that's kind of what I want to end up with, but with under my own control. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to get the atom array out. I've been dying to show you this for ages, by the way. I haven't had a chance to make a video, but I've been really looking forward to making this video because I think this is really cool, and I use it a fair bit with kind of like my own personal synthwave kind of graphic stuff and just general experiments, you know. So yeah, generator atom array, that's under create generator atom array. Click that and drop that into here. Now, so there's our atom array. And as you can see, you can probably tell from the actual styling of the model, this was originally meant for kind of molecules and that kind of thing, where you have the spheres and the connected cylinders. But we don't need that. What we can do is we go over here to the controls and we'll just turn our cylinder radius down to like 0.1, and we can do the same for the spheres so they'll kind of blend into each other, and that will give us our wireframe. Now obviously we can see right through the model here, and if that's what you want, that's fine. But I think for my own purposes, I think I'd like it to be kind of almost adopt a method of backface culling, which is when you can't see the geometry on the far side. It just cuts off as if you're looking at it as if it wasn't see-through kind of thing. I'm not very good at explaining it, I do apologize. I'm just going to delete the existing textures from here because I'm going to be overwriting those, and I'm going to delete these. And so now we've got our atom array. And so, okay, so the first thing, we'll create some new textures. So the first thing I'll do is create this one, which is going to be like a kind of a neon-y pink. And that's going to look cool. I'm going to turn off the reflection. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use the color channel. Copy that. Turn the weight down to 0. And I'm going to use the emission channel instead, because that'll give me a little bit more kind of control, not control, but it'll be a bit more like if I turn up the bloom, it'll give me some bloom, you know. So just crank the weight up on that bad boy and drag it up onto the atom array. And so here we go. Let's just activate the preview render. It's not my optimized settings, but you get the gist. Looking pretty cool so far, so good. So if we don't want to see all, like, you know, right through the model, like I was explaining just a moment ago, what we can do, there's a really easy fix for that. And I'll show you now. Just copy that and paste it above. And so now we can see here the the model is now got this kind of like, it's a model, but you can see the outline of the wireframe as an extra bit. And the way we can get rid of that is we'll just go for the color, turn it right down, reflection off, and we're just going to drag that on there. And now what we have is we have our groovy little Lamborghini looking all Tron-esque and cool. And if we want as well, if we set up a redshift camera, let's go for the standard camera, let's click that, and we'll go in lens effects, override the bloom, turn the threshold right down, and Is that going to... Yeah, so we've got a kind of a little effect there, a little faded, like the bloom effect you get with Redshift. But it works quite nicely in the render. And so that's basically the tutorial. Yeah, cool. If you've enjoyed this, if you found it useful, do feel free to like and subscribe, because I do enjoy making these tutorials, and I do appreciate when people find value in them. And I sincerely hope you have found value in this tonight. So all the best with your creative journey. Namaste and bye-bye. I will see you in the next tutorial. Take care.